1 year ago, I was stuck. My fitness had fallen off, and I was just drifting through life without any goals, without any progress. So I started waking up early and exercising. And what started as exercises turned into a full morning routine, priming my mind, moving my body with intensity, and then the most important part, moving towards my goals 1 hour a day with some action. This is the 5 a.m. Squat Club, and every single morning, men get together to progress their lives. I'm Adam. I've been coaching fitness for 25 years, and this is the program that I'm never going to quit because it is changing my life for the better. I'm a better father, a better farmer, a better gym owner, and I'm enjoying my life. So if you're ready, step one before we move our bodies is some mental priming. Choose our first thoughts. Let's get after it. All right, we're in it. Step one of the 5 a.m. Squat Club, as we do every day, is get into a squat. We're opening our hips and our minds here. Try to put your feet underneath your hips, heels on the ground. And if you feel like you're going to fall over, you can hold on to something in front. But don't neglect this position. This is where we should be pooping. So while we sit here, we're going to do a little bit of mental reps, but you can follow along the breathing with a 4-second inhale, 4-second pause, 4-second exhale, 4-second pause. It's going to help you steady your breath for the day. And then so first mental rep is I am responsible. And that's why I'm here. Nobody is going to come wake you up in the morning and move your body for you and achieve your goals. So if there's something that's important to you, move, go. It's on you. It's on me. It's on us. Take accountability. Number 2 is I will make time between stimulus and response. So when the kids are crying at night and it wakes you up, can you take a moment to breathe before giving a reaction and then give a better response? It's not snappy and just fired up by you being excited and tense. Next, I have all I need to succeed today, and we'll focus on progress over perfection. Part of that is understanding that you can't control everything. All I can do is control how I respond to that situation. I can't control the situation itself, so can I take a moment and understand that I have some control here, and I want to aim for movement forward as opposed to the end goal. So just a little bit of progress every day, and it's on me. And then last is I choose gratitude because I want to move forward and I want to make progress and I want to fix and improve and repair. But at the same time, if I'm only seeing the things that need repair, then life looks broken. So I need to look at the things that are good already and see those and focus on them and see more. All right, mindset primed, time to start moving the body. Let's go for it. So, time to get moving here this morning, which means we've gotten up out of bed. Now we are getting up off the floor. So we start every morning with the same movement after we get out of our squat. You can call it a burpee, you can call it just laying on the floor, but that's what it looks like. Get yourself down and then climb yourself back up, and then we hop and clap and celebrate the fact that we are able to do so. And so you can take this at whatever pace you'd like. We're just gonna move here for 2 minutes, incrementally starting up the engine, warming up the body a little bit. We'll have another at least 5 to 10 minute warm up after these burpees. So we'll be all set for our 20 minutes of body weight today. Great way to start the day, but it's more than just that workout. We're gonna take an hour afterwards and work on our homework. And if you're new here and you don't know what your homework is, that's okay. But what it is the thing that moves you, the thing that you're missing right now, the thing that you tell people or you tell yourself in your head, hey, that's what I want to do in my life. That's something that I want to achieve. And together, this is the benefit of this program, is that together, because we've already done this morning routine, it's part of it. It's stacked on top of moving your body. Right afterwards, when the mind is clear and the body feels calm, is a perfect time to take action and do an hour of work towards the thing that moves you. So, we're gonna get primed. We're gonna move our fitness forward. And then we're gonna take action on our goals. And it doesn't need to be day 366 for you. You'll start to see benefits right away as you start this routine. Give it a week and you'll see already how things start to change. So let's get a couple more burpees here and then we'll start moving on our next part of the warm-up. If you're here with me in the chat or in the comments, let me know how many days is this for you? Have you seen benefits? And or what time did you go to bed last night? All right, so next step there, if you want, if you don't like jumping first thing in the morning, you can go ahead and start out with a standing march. Otherwise, we're gonna go jumping jacks. So 20, 30 seconds, jumping jacks, just getting the juices flowing here. And as I was saying, let me know what time you got to bed here, team. And good morning. I think I see Zach, Terry, Megan, Chris. I saw Carl. Good morning, Jody. Let me know, what time did we get to bed last night? How we doing? I was in bed a little earlier last night, which is nice, just after 8:30. But was woken up for a little bit, just like the night before, because we are night weaning one of our daughters, our younger daughter, to start getting ready for the new one. So we were up for a little bit with a crying child, but feel pretty good because we went to bed early enough. Feeling pretty nice. All right, next one, we're gonna go with the wide stance to an inchworm. You walk yourself out till the shoulders are over top of the hands, squeeze the butt in the legs, create a nice straight line with the body. Walk it back, stand in between. So, don't neglect the warm-up, especially if you're old like me. You'll find that this is the key to being able to push yourself in the workout and not have any extra aches and pains that come as a result. Right, ensure you can get into good positions before you start so that when you're going for it, feels good, and then you can leave afterwards feeling good as well. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and step out in front with one leg just outside the hands. Whew. We're gonna lift that back knee, just do a little side to side on that front leg, and then we're gonna switch, come back to the plank, switch sides, and then just a little rock back and forth. Maybe 2 or 3 cycles per side, and then we're just gonna keep switching like that. Rocking side to side, keeping that back knee off the floor. Should start to feel some burning in the hips a little bit of loosening, a little bit of activation. Let me know, team, how was bedtime? How are we feeling this morning? Make sure that you're hitting that thumbs up button, and if you're here, if you're enjoying this, let me know how many days and what time you got to bed. Happy anniversary of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. May 1st is our day 1. It'll be our birthday every year, our anniversary. 1 year down. It's pretty crazy to think about. I've never been a morning person before, call it. And now 365 days in a row, I've been up at 4:30, not because I had to, because I wanted to. All right, next one, standing nice and tall, we're gonna get a leg swing. Just letting that hip move forwards, backwards a little bit. Don't think about pushing that range of motion a whole lot, just easing in. Should feel like a little stretch, but not like it's ripping off your leg. You know, I can keep talking about the benefits here of what we've seen in terms of improvement with this program. You know, and it's obvious that my fitness has improved. After having worked out every day for a year, it is clear that my discipline has improved as, you know, I've been able to make myself, or not make myself, that's maybe the word, I've been able to keep myself on track here the whole time. But I think the real benefits are the ones that we don't necessarily see as directly. If you haven't switched sides here, by the way, go ahead. You know, it's the progress and the action on our goals, right? For me, it's this YouTube channel and everything associated with the 5 a.m. squat club. That's my homework. And you don't necessarily see that until, you know, it becomes something different and special. And it's special now, but it's going to become bigger. So the homework, you know, and the progress on that thing. Next one, we're coming to our squat. But also, and I'd say the most important, is the presence during the rest of your day once you've made progress in the morning. And we can talk about that more as we go. Next one, so come on into your squat. So heels on the ground, feet underneath the hips. Once again, if you feel like you're gonna fall over, grab a counterbalance, hold that in front. Otherwise, we're gonna go elbows inside the knees and we're gonna go with a twist. So take one hand, reach it up towards the ceiling, take a full breath cycle, and then bring back to center and then switch. Let's get at least, you know, 4 per side. Mr. Terry, 12:30, 10 out of 10. Chris says 11 p.m., 8 out of 10. Chris, you struggling to get to bed there a little bit? I understand. Personally, after the girls go to bed, it is very easy to come downstairs and get caught on YouTube. So if you're struggling getting to bed, it's possible that we just need a routine. You need a system that this happens and then this happens and then that happens. And, you know, we're not getting caught stuck on the phone or on the laptop or whatever, scrolling or zoning on something that's not important and potentially making it harder to get up in the morning. So think about that. Is there some sort of routine that you can put into place, just like we do in the morning here with a system of, you know, the kids go to bed and then I tidy up the kitchen, brush my teeth, go to bed, or make breakfast or make lunches, whatever it is that happens in the evening. Can it be systematized so that you can get through it in a more efficient way without getting caught up? All right, last one. Let's go ahead and grab our PVC. Grab it with a nice wide grip. Take it back behind you, and let's move up and down through that tight space. Good morning, Talia. So, there's a way. And obviously, you know, I think most of us can probably, if there's, you know, if we've got a lot of things that we do as part of our evening routine, you know, is there maybe a way to move some of those tasks to earlier in the day so that we're not all crammed up before bed? Or, you know, is it possible to switch some tasks around such that the tasks that happen before bed during your night routine are more down regulating? So they are tasks that you do, but they help you go to sleep. You know, and then you keep the higher energy tasks or the more mental energy tasks, whatever it is, for earlier in the day, you switch them up. Just know that there's a will, there's a way, there's a system. You can make it happen. The more systems you have, the easier it is because you don't have to rely on your motivation. And that's what this whole thing is about this morning. So we're passing through here, loosening up the shoulders, try to keep the abs tight so we're not just arching at the back. And then we'll quickly start talking about today's workout, which you will need a pull-up bar for and something to step on or jump on, like a box. No doom scrolling last night. Oldest son bought a truck after work. Oh, cool. Daughter needed help with the project. Mama needed help with baby. Looking forward to the weekend. Nice, Chris. Way to take care of your responsibilities, man. Take care of that team. All right, here we are. I don't know if that's clear. It's a little bit small up there, but I think that's how it's going to be. So we've got 20 minutes today. 7:30 p.m. for Talia. I love your bedtime, Talia. That is amazing. 5 movements, 4 rounds each. And let's talk about it. First one is a hollow rock. I'm going to give you a few options here, but the top option is this fully extended, hips open, long body. And I want to maintain kind of a rounded back and rock back and forth. If that's not accessible, you could do the same thing with one leg out or both knees in. And then the kind of the easiest option would be both legs straight up. Touch your hands to your shins and rock back and forth there. Notice I'm rocking the hips off, shoulders off, hips off, shoulders off, back and forth. Next movement is a handstand push-up. And I'll give you scaling options here, but if you got them, see me there? You're gonna kick into your handstand. Almost. Lock up the body, touch the head to the floor, press back out. If you don't have them strict, but you have kipping, you can do that. Head to the floor, hips to the wall, knees to the chest, and then jump and press. Ow. If that's not accessible, what I'm gonna suggest is some sort of pike or downward dog handstand push-up, which looks, you can elevate the feet or do them on the floor, but looks the same. Get as vertical as you can, upside down as you can, sorry, with the upper body. Lean forward at the shoulders, touch the head in front of the hands, and then press up and back. The goal, as much as possible, is to keep that in line with the body and not out in front. Movement number 3, box jump or step up. So whatever you got at your disposal, be it an actual box like this, or a chair or a bench, or a stack of bumpers, whatever you have at your disposal, and you can either step up or jump and then just stand on top nice and tall. 2 more movements. What is it? What's the order? Dips and then toes to bar. So for the dips, you can use rings. You could use parallel bars if you had them. Kind of below that, if you had 2 chairs, what you would do is set the chairs beside each other, legs out in front, and then just dip on the chairs. But if you have rings, awesome. If you have bars, awesome. What we're looking for is some sort of support position at the top where the arms are straight. Shoulder below the elbow at the bottom, or bicep on the rings, and then back to that controlled lockout at the top. If you need assistance, you can use your legs or a band if you've got bands through the rings. Final movement is our toe to bar. So you're gonna hang on your bar and ideally touch your feet to the bar that you're hanging on. Personally, I'm hitting a lower bar just because this is the setup here. If you can't contact the bar, you could go straight leg raises, heels above the hips, or even just knee raises, hanging knee raises. If you don't have a pull-up bar, get a pull-up bar. But for today, if you don't, for the toes to bar, you could always do a sit-up or some sort of leg raise laying on the ground, if you can see me there. So let's take a minute, get your gear set up. Get your thinking on this is about 40 seconds. No more than 40 seconds on any of those movements. We're just moving today. Getting some good positions in, some good intensity. So hit the thumbs up. Let me know any questions if you need, and then we'll get her moving. To celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the 5 AM Squat Club, this morning we're doing 20 minutes, body weight only, 5 movements, 4 rounds. It's gonna be a good one. Let's go. So, as you can see on the screen there, what we've got today is 20 minutes, 5 movements, 4 rounds each. We're changing movements every minute on the minute. Let's talk about the movement. So number 1, and I'm gonna give you some scaling options here, so hang out. First one is a hollow rock. So this is a great movement for controlling the abs and the midline, creating a nice strong base. So top option is this fully extended hollow body. The hips are open, the body is long. Another option would be just legs straight up, hands on the shins, and you want to be able to rock nice and smooth. Round low back, rocking smoothly back and forth. Choose a number that's going to take 20 to 40 seconds, depending on how much your capacity is there. Movement number 2, and don't run away, is a handstand push-up. I've got scaling options. So if you have a handstand and handstand push-ups, this is what it's gonna look like. Kick up to the wall, touch the head to the floor in front of the fingers, press it back out. If strict is not accessible, but you have a kipping handstand push-up, head to the floor, hips to the wall, knees to the chest, jump and press. If you don't have a handstand like that, if that's not where you're at, then some sort of downward dog or pike handstand push-up is a good option. You can elevate your feet or have them on the floor, but get yourself as upside down as you can. Come forward at the shoulders, touch the head in front of the hands, and then press back. What I don't want to do is make this a push-up where I'm pressing out in front. I really want to make it press back in line with the body as much as possible. Movement number 3 is a box jump or a step up. So if you have a box or a chair or a bench or something, or even just some stairs, you can put your foot flat on it, stand up tall, or 2 foot take off, land, and stand. Simple, simple. 2 more. Next one is a dip. So a good upper body press. And this can be done on a set of rings, a set of parallel bars, or even just at a set of chairs. So if you've got 2 chairs, put your hands on the chairs, drop down below, you can put your feet out in front, and press out. If you've got rings or bars, same idea. Starting at a lockout, elbows nice and straight, chest down till the shoulders are below the rings or below the elbows, and then back to a lockout. Those can be scaled by using your feet or a band across the rings. And then last movement is a toed bar, which is a hanging movement. You're gonna hang and touch your feet to the bar that you're hanging on. Or if you're like me and you've got one of these funky things, it's a lower bar. If that's not accessible, just go legs straight, heels above hips, or even just knees up to the chest. Whatever is accessible for you. And you wanna choose an option that's gonna take no more than 40 seconds, so you have a little bit of transition time and a little bit of rest. So, set up your space, hit the thumbs up button, make sure you got some water. There we go. So, 20 minutes, 1 movement per minute, say 40 seconds of work per minute. I think we got it there. All right, tunes. All right, team. Starts with the hollow rocks. Let's do it. Morning, Georgia. 10 seconds. Try to have myself in the shot most of the time. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. So 30 seconds-ish. Try to keep track of your numbers. Make sure the hips are coming up off the ground. Hey, Pooch. How you doing? 30 seconds is probably a realistic time. Just know that the handstands, you're not gonna work for 40 seconds. It's gonna be a little bit short. Morning equipment. So, just 1 set maybe on the handstands. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. It's a nice tight handstand. Maple now.
They wanna say they hate, but they know it's crap. I ain't play no games, I just do that fact, and I don't feel no shame. It's a major lack, I go crazy. Nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this daily. Pass me the jack, right as food, got me hazy. About to unpack.
Dog, you're kind of in the way. 1 set on the handstands. I don't know where I want to be on this. Alright, box jumps in 20. Hit my head there, you can see me. Alright. 10 seconds. We're just starting up here. 2 of 20. 5, 3, 2, 1. I think we'll start there. 12. All right, ring dips are next in 10. Or toes to bar next. What's fourth? Dips. 3, 2, 1. Same thing like the handstand push-up. 1 set.
Never break, always fight, never quit. Do it right, play the game.
Make sure you get a full lock out the top. You could even think about turning open the rings if you got them. Give me a good pump. 30 seconds. Where's my water bottle? All right, 15. So at the end of this first round, you can decide, hey, have I chosen the right numbers? If not, turn them up. If so, hang on. Toes to bar. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
They wanna sing my name, but they're holding back. They wanna say they know it's cap. I ain't play no games. I just do this fact and I don't feel no shame.
I think I might do some of the alternating toes to bar on that as well, maybe on subsequent rounds. Feel free to mix it up, change it up. That's 1 round down. All right, we're back to the hollow rocks in 20. 1 round down, 3 to go. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead. It shouldn't necessarily be super high heart rate, just muscular fatigue. Maybe some high heart rate on the box jumps, but mostly just muscular fatigue. Stay tight. Oh, it burns. Whew. If you don't feel that in the abs, holy, you got strong abs. Those are no joke. All right, back to our handstands. Once again, if you don't have a handstand, feel free to do the old pike handstand push-up. I don't want to burn that out before we go. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that fact, taking big swings,
good.
Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, I bring it to the mad light,
20 seconds. Should be feeling pretty warm by now. 10 seconds. Feel free to increase the reps or the intensity of any of these movements as we go. Up to you. 3, 2, 1. Be sure to stand up on top of your box if you got space.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, this fuel got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. Got visions in my head, like memories after death.
Whoa.
Took me a legend instead of something new.
Missed it. Yeah, that one will jack the heart rate up a little bit. 10 seconds. And we're on the dips. Go ahead. Once again, you can use chairs, bars, rings, whatever you got. Full lock out the top. Shoulder below the elbow at the bottom. Whoa. Woo. Oh man. Toes to bar next. Once again, I might alternate toes to bar on this one just to change it up. Up to you. Woo. Five, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, the game.
Ooh, those are hard too. That's 2 rounds down. That's halfway, team. Great job so far. Grab some water if you need it. It's getting light outside. Look at that. Spring is here. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tight on that hollow. Oh damn, coming off the toes to bar doing these is really hard. Double ab.
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't
Handstand push-ups. Holy moly. If you're thinking we're doing a lot of anterior chain today, don't worry, we'll get out the sandbag tomorrow and go posterior. 10 seconds. Handstand. Remember, you can go pike if you don't handstand. 3, 2, 1. Woo. 8. Let's go, team. Box jumps in 20. Woo. We're doing it. Check on the chickens. We lost a chicken yesterday, I think, to a fox. Happens. 3, 2, 1, box jumps.
Break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, let the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, jam to the bat, you'll go out in a bag, I sing what I mean, and I bring
Burns.
it to my life.
That gets the heart rate up and the legs burning. Dips. 5, 3, 2, 1, dips. Sheesh. Remember that range of motion. Full lockout. Shoulder below. Elbow. Back to lockout.
They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cat. I ain't play no games.
Wow.
That's fact, and I don't feel no shame. It's a mood you lack. I go crazy. Nah, but I ain't lazy.
Pump. All right, toes to bar. Second last set. I know we programmed these 2 back to back. Toes to bar, hollow rocks. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
With every word that I've said.
Oh, jeez. "30 seconds. 3 rounds down. See you, Chris. Great job. 1 more round. 10 seconds. Good luck, abs. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right.
Oh my God. Wow. Abs are on fire. All right. Last set of handstand push-ups. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew. 3 more minutes. Box jumps, dips, toes to bar, and we're done. 15. Last set of box jumps. 5, 3, 2, 1. Chickens are out. Dips in 10. Last set of dips. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Box jumps. Oh. All right, last set, toes to bar. Those are the alternating ones again. 15. 10. Last set. 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Oh man. Finish up that last set. Wow. Finish strong, team. Fantastic. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Great job. Thanks for joining us to celebrate a 1-year anniversary of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. But if you want to get the kind of results that I've been seeing after doing this for so long, fitness, progress in my goals, discipline, and then, as I mention all the time, presence in the rest of the day with my kids and my family because I'm done my important work in the morning, then join us every single morning in the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Love you guys. Woo! Got some new TRX system for pull-up bar outside. Amazing. So you use that for the dips as well, Talia? Excellent. All right. Let's breathe. Slow her down. Catch our breaths. All right. We went. Oh, let's do this. Let's do a little upward dog. Stretch out the abs a little bit. So if you want, put a mat on the floor, feel free. We're gonna lay down basically on our fronts. Oh, you got rings too, Talia, you got it. Love it. So from your front, hands underneath the shoulders, and you're just gonna press up, squeeze the abs, or squeeze the butt, sorry, a little bit, pull the chest up tall. Just getting a little bit of a stretch in the abs. We could even just do, if you don't feel that a whole lot, which to be honest, I don't, we can just send the hips forwards and go hip flexors. So I'm gonna go, flip this over. Changing it up here. Stay with me. Stick around for farm clips, by the way. So step out front, and then we'll come up and push the hips forwards, open up the hip flexor. So we'll briefly, while we're stretching here, we'll just touch on, I think I talked about it earlier, but the main benefit that I've seen that I didn't expect from getting up early and doing this is this sense of calm, or the ability to be present throughout the day. We're homeschooling our kids, but at the same time, you still want to spend as much time with them as possible when they're young, because once they're old, they're gone. And, I've been there before that, you've got things on your mind because you haven't, you've got a project that you want to work on, or you've got some tasks or a deadline or whatever, that you're with your kids, but you're not there because you're thinking about those things. And whether it's your kids or the rest of your family or your friends or whoever you're trying to be present with, if you're stuck, we'll switch sides. If you're stuck thinking about, the work on your goals that you haven't done, or the work on the, just the work that needs to be done that you haven't taken action on, then being there with your kids or with your family or with whoever later in the day is not as good, because you're there physically, but you're not there mentally. You're thinking about all those things that you need to get done, as opposed to, what I've noticed with this is that once I'm done my hour of homework, which is our next step, that I feel accomplished enough for the day that I don't feel like I'm being pulled away from my progress when I'm with my family. And, maybe that sounds selfish, but, if we're gonna be the best versions of ourselves and be proud of what we're doing and setting the example for them, then, you need to take that seriously. You need to focus on the things that you can do as well, so that you can be better for them. So this is what I'm noticing, is that by getting up early, making progress on my fitness and my goals before they wake up, that when they wake up, I'm able to be there in a better way. And really, I think that's the goal of parenthood, is be able to transfer, whatever kind of knowledge or values you want onto those kids. And that's going to come from being with them and spending time present time, you know what I mean, with them and sharing. So let's go, let's see some clips from this farm. I think we just have some sheepies. Oh, here's my daughter. There, she's carrying around her favorite sheep, who we've named Gimpy, who's not that Gimpy anymore, but she gets picked up most days. That is our favorite task, going out and catching the lambs. I think we are done lambing now. We've got, 35 or so. So our sheep flock went from 32 to 67 this spring. There she is. There's Gimpy. That's my daughter's favorite. Just because that's not her. That's the brother. The one behind it was Gimpy. This system that we went with keeping them closer to the house definitely avoided predation. So I think we'll learn from this and do a little bit more of this next year as well. But those sheep, they're ready. They're ready. She's got her again. You can see the grass is greening up outside the pen there. It's going to be time very soon to get out there. So this is, the reason why I show these clips. One, because I want to be able to look back on this. But two, because if you set up your life the way you want it, then you live whatever existence you please. I was raised in the city, playing sports and, going to my friends' houses and not raising livestock. I decided, when I was in my mid-20s that I wanted to own my own gym and not work for somebody, and worked towards that and made it happen at 27. And then later in life, I decided that I didn't want to buy food from the grocery store anymore, and took the steps to get to this place where we raise all of our own protein. So whatever life that you want, it is just at the other end of a bunch of work. And if you want to make that work systematized and make it happen simply without a whole lot of thought, just join us in the morning. We'll do it together. So thank you for joining us on the 1-year anniversary of the 5 a.m. Squat Club. That was a great workout, but know that it's not about any workout. It's really about that consistency of showing up every day and doing it. Talia, I started from the beginning. I'm going to attempt to do it every day for the next 365 days. Hey, let's see it, Talia. I love it. But at the same time, don't give yourself shit if you missed a day, right? Be there as many as you can and work on your system so that you can make it as often as possible. But don't beat yourself up if you miss a day, right? Just get back on the horse and keep at it. So, you guys have been fantastic. Georgia, let's do a quick shout outs. We saw Zach here this morning. I don't know if you joined us, Zach, but I saw you there this morning from Australia. Jody, Georgia, Megan, Talia, Chris, Carl, Mr. Terry. I saw equipment, but equipment, YouTube doesn't like you, man. For some reason, you never show up on that thing, even though you're here. I love you guys. We've got a 15-minute sandbag challenge tomorrow. I know what it is already. I am nervous about it, so get your sandbag or something heavy and awkward that you can carry around tomorrow morning. And I hope to see you all then because it'll be fun. And this is way more fun if you're all here, and I love you guys. So hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Consider joining the team. Oh, we got a new member on the team. Member shout out to Adam. We've got a new member in Mountain Time. He's a couple hours behind us, but I think 7 days in a row so far. So thanks for joining the team. If you want to support this channel, that's the way to do it. Join the team on YouTube. And I love you guys. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.